Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to another Fortnite video here on the channel. Now today me and Ollie are going to be going straight down. We're going to be going somewhere because I've got something that is a little bit of a secret that I'm going to show you guys right here on the channel. And it comes into the actual chests themselves. Now, we see chests every game. Nothing really to note of them. So, what the hell could I be talking about with a certain, like, secret chest? So, this secret chest is just west of Dirty Docks at what was the IO base. It is now the destroyed dish. If you go up there, there is a special little chest that I'm going to show you guys right here, right now. So, what most people might not be aware of is at the start of chapter 2 they changed the chest slightly. They looked slightly different. They have a different animation style, so they sort of just glow now. The glow used to come out of the chest and pour down onto the ground. If you guys played back then, you might sort of remember what I'm talking about. The glow sort of came out the top of the chest, poured down the side of the chest and flowed down into the ground. That was then changed at the start of chapter 2, and not many people really noticed it, but the chests just have a bit of a glow now. They don't really cascade the way they used to. However, with the start of the new season, a chapter 1 chest has been put back into the game, possible evidence of the loop breaking. So if we go down, I'm going to show you guys what I mean with this chest right now. But it's interesting to note. Now, obviously, once I've shown you guys this chest, if you guys go there yourself, you can also test another theory of mine. This chest seems to only give weapons that we could find in the Chapter 1 game. It doesn't seem to give any ones that were exclusive to Chapter 2, for example, like the lever action shotgun. So, if you guys can help me test that theory, then that would be most useful. So let me know down in the comments if you've ever opened the chest. So, on top of that, we've obviously got the cubes moving. They're going to be converging on the centre of the map, where there'll probably be another event happening. But all in all, it seems there's a lot of potential for this season to actually give us stuff to focus on, stuff to watch. It's almost gone back to the good old days of Fortnite, like cube watching. Like, I remember the amount of people that used to just sit there cube watching day in, day out. So, Ollie, if you let me take this chest up at the top here, because this is the one that should be. It is. It actually is. So if you look at this chest up here, the actual lock itself is slightly different. It's more silvered with around the actual key hole itself, but also the actual glow around the chest is cascading out of it. So if we open that chest up right now, it did just give us a weapon that's only found in Chapter 1. That was originally found in Chapter 1, the automatic sniper rifle. That was a Chapter 1 weapon. Yeah, it was either Season 8 or Season 9. But yeah, the automatic sniper rifle is a weapon that was found back then. And I've actually been looking it up online, and people that have opened this chest, they've all had the same experience. It's only given them a weapon that could have been found on the Chapter 1 map. But to put into perspective, you guys have just seen how that chest looked with the silver around the actual keyhole and the way that the glow cascaded out of it. Now, if we come and look at a normal chest here, the lock is lighter and the glow sort of pours down slightly, but it doesn't cascade down onto the ground. So you can see the difference between the two types of chest. So why all of a sudden have they put in this chest that is seemingly out of place in this version of Fortnite? Well, yeah, some people might be arguing that it's a bug, but if it was a bug, surely they would have recognised it by now, the amount of people that have actually been picking up on it. So, this was clearly intentional. Either that, or Epic have made a serious lapse of judgment, and it's not like them to make a mistake of this level for so long and just leave it unchecked. So, is this evidence of the Fortnite loop being affected by the cubes? Is this the corruption changing the map itself. So, oh, I see what you mean, Ollie. So, all in all, it might be worth keeping an eye out for more of the Chapter 1 chests to appear, because chances are they will do. So, if we then, we're going to go and have a little look at this cube, because I know for a fact that this cube has moved a little bit. He's been rolling around. All of the cubes have now moved except for Bluevin. The gold one moved for the first time earlier today. And anyone arguing with me in the comments, about the name of the blue cube, Epic themselves have called it Bluevin in their Discord server, where they created an emoji for it. People calling it Blevin. All I'm gonna say is go back to watching Ninja. I mean, then again, I'm saying about the likes of Ninja. I mean, Ali A has nicknamed it the Ali A cube. So, this cube here, where it's rolled, you can actually get slightly underneath the cube. Like, there's one corner that's elevated slightly. I like bouncing on the cubes. There's just something satisfying about bouncing on them. Do you know what cube is the most fun to bounce on? The gold one. The gold one throws you so far. It's sort of just the gold one is like the old Gravitron. It sort of just picks you up and throws you 100 meters. Like, and that's another interesting thing to note, as I'm seeing it in this game. The fog is back in Fortnite. Is that just to do with Halloween, or is that to do with the corruption itself? I want you guys to sort of let me know what you think. Do you think that it's to do with Halloween itself, or do you think that it's simply to do? Do you think it's simply just to do with the corruption itself? So, yeah. But legit, I'm looking around the map right now, and everything's just obscured in my field of vision by fog. And it's not even exclusive to the areas affected by the cube corruption. It is across the whole map. So my argument is that it would just be because they decided to bring back weather ready for Halloween, but potentially it could mean something more, so keep an eye on that. So, oh, Ollie, there is a sideways encounter near us. Do you want to do it? Oh, do you? Wait, is it... Ollie, is it a bandage or... Wait, a bandage or a medkit? Bandage would be a lot easier, because a medkit you're going to get killed whilst trying to do it. Oh, that's an interesting location for a sideways thing. Okay. Push back the sideways. Ow. 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 Mm-hmm. Oh no, is that an actual real person? No, it's not. It's the Cube Assassin herself. So for those of you that don't know, inside the Sideways zones, sometimes you get a Cube Assassin boss who hurts. So the Cube Assassin has like a big minigun. She will tear you apart, but if you can kill her, you get significant progress in the Sideways zone itself, and you can buy cube shards off her. On top of that as well, you can even then get her on the character punch cards as well. So it's very, very useful to try and get her if you can. Ollie, have you took the Sideways rifle? I don't know if you saw it. Ah, you got a gold scar, okay. So, I'm going to eliminate an IO guard. Like, the challenges this season are very interesting, the way that they've formatted them. So, all in all, this season is very interesting, but this season is also bringing back some questions about the IO themselves and how they tie into the story with the 0 point. So, in the Imposters game mode, they stated that they have been watching over the loop for thousands of years. Inside the loop has always been the 0 point. The 0 point has been protected by the IO within the loop. So the argument now is, was the loop just set up as a defense mechanism to protect the powerful 0 point, to protect one of the most powerful power sources from evil forces? And then the loopers are actually the ones defending it all along, because if you think about all the previous events, we as the loopers have been the ones defending the 0 point. So was the loop just set up as a defense mechanism? So the question is what reason was the loop set up for? Like, everything in Fortnite always ties back to that big blue and purple ball of energy. Now, the big question to ask is, was that Epic's intention from the start? Did they build the game intending the 0 point? Because the original colour scheme of the game itself was blue and purple. The game was always a blue and purple colour theme, even with the storm. So was that intended due to the 0 point? As we know, Epic like to plan far, far ahead. So was this all part of their overarching plans from the start of the game? That we may never know, but Epic definitely knew what they were doing. The only thing they don't seem to know what they're doing with was Save the World. I'm going to straight up say it. They abandoned it too soon. We didn't get a Twine Peak storyline. It just ended with the Canny Valley storyline. They almost abandoned the project. And the main reason why is it just wasn't gaining anywhere near as much momentum as Battle Royale was. Battle Royale was having a bigger storyline as well. People were getting way more involved in Battle Royale than they ever were in Save the World, and I think that's why Epic abandoned the project entirely. Like, they just sort of gave us the venture zones and then abandoned the game after that. So it'll be interesting to see if ever the storyline actually does link towards Save the World, but the chances are pretty damn low. Oh, Ollie, if I come and do it over by you, then we'll both get splashed. So, another thing to think about is, what is going to happen if two cubes touch? If two cubes meet together, will they merge? Will they fold into one bigger, stronger cube? Like, it's hard to actually decide. It's hard to decipher what's actually going to happen, but what we do know is that as they start moving, they are going to be forming miniature cubes that are going to spread the corruption even further. And to spread the corruption across the map, we don't even need a full update because they're doing it in two different meshes where one just overlaps the basic map. So we've got the basic map in the background, which is why on some leaks and stuff, you'll only see the map without corruption, because the corruption is on a separate mesh, which is then overlapped over the top of the map. So all they need to do is bring out a new mesh. That mesh could be one of the encrypted files. In most Fortnite updates, we get between like 6 and 20 different encrypted files. So chances are some of those are just going to be more corruption meshes, which they'll then like remove the initial corruption mesh, replace it with the second one, and the corruption will have suddenly spread further overnight. They will likely just be doing that. So we don't even need full updates to get an update at this point. So Epic are really working on ways to hide stuff from even the greatest of leakers. But the question is, what will that do to the actual popularity of the game itself? Because one of the things that made this game so Twitter intensive in particular was leakers such as Hypex, Firemonkey, Squatting Dog, all the likes of those, looking through the files, deciphering what we're going to get. Without that, will Fortnite be able to sustain itself on social media in particular? Likelihood is probably not. So it'll be interesting to see what they are actually going to do here, because they do seem to be going very anti-leaker at this point. So be interesting to see how that works. Hey Ollie, have you even seen anyone recently? Like, I'm not even seeing anyone in this game. Like, this game's just been very, very, very peaceful, hasn't it? So I almost like it, but at the same time, I get the feeling we're about to get jumped. Yeah, but have you seen anyone recently? Like, since you came to Retail Row, have you actually seen anyone? Exactly. There's someone over at that bush. Ah, so they have the new mythic symbiote weapon, do they? Wow. But yeah, that's one last thing I'm going to say before I end this video. Mythic weapons, we've got two more ones that came out today, which are Carnage and Venom symbiotes, which can be found in random little canisters around the map. You pick up the canister and you bond with the symbiote, and it's a little bit like the superpower that you got from Chapter 2 Season 4, where you can sort of like extend a symbiotic arm, grab someone, pull them back, and deal damage to them as you do so. Well, with that in mind, that's where I'm going to end the video for today. I hope you guys found it informative, particularly enjoyable and fun to watch, and I'll see you all in the next one.